Let's take a live look now at the University of Utah, where tomorrow Vice President Mike Pence and Democratic VP candidate Kamala Harris square off in their one and only debate. The vice president landed in Salt Lake City yesterday. Senator Harris has been in Utah since the weekend. Both tested negative for COVID yesterday. The debate commission said the candidates will be 12 feet apart, and it had planned to have plexiglass around them as a coronavirus precaution. But now CNN is reporting the vice president can debate without the barriers after he objected, saying they're not medically necessary. Senator Harris and the moderator will be allowed to use barriers. Once the three are on stage, they will not wear masks.
There's certainly a lot at stake in tomorrow's debate, and I talked with CBS political correspondent Ed O'Keefe about how it's taken on more meaning and what we may see from those candidates. Ed, given what's transpired over just these past 4 days, how has that changed the importance of tomorrow night's vice presidential debate?
Arguably, Alan, it has gone from the real undercard in this series of debates to perhaps the most important one of all, because it's, if anything, a reminder to many Americans that either of these people could very well be a heartbeat away from taking over the presidency from a man in his 70s who has trouble with their health, at least trouble in the past with their health. Both Trump and Biden have had issues with it in the past. The 55-year-old Harris and the 61-year-old Vice President Pence are far less known by Americans broadly, so it's a good chance for everyone really to tune in and hear from them, perhaps learn more about who they are and what they would do. Was
this always going to be a very different debate than what we saw and heard in the first presidential debate?
Well, we can hope that they will let each other finish their own sentences and perhaps hold back a little bit and let the other person, give an answer. For Pence, obviously there's an interesting dynamic at play here. He's debating a woman. He's not done that before. And, there are always sensitivities in those situations. That's not meant to be sexist or state the obvious in any way. It's just, it can be a factor. We've seen it in the past in debates with Hillary Clinton, for example, in other debates that involve male and female opponents. It can some way manifest itself depending on how things go.
And just quickly, the president tweeting that he's calling off stimulus talks till after the election. How risky is that for him, given that millions of Americans need that economic relief because of the pandemic, and they haven't voted yet?
There's a big risk in this because obviously it has adverse effects on millions of Americans across the country. There in California, but also in more competitive battleground states like nearby Arizona, out in Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. Frankly, in some ways, the ads could write themselves. The president's not interested in negotiations that can help you. Instead, he's interested in making sure that a Supreme Court nominee gets on the bench, because that is his instruction to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Focus on getting Amy Coney Barrett confirmed to the Supreme Court. Again, that's an easy political attack for Democrats, and we'll see whether or not any Republicans in the next few days put some distance between the president's decision and what could potentially happen. Notably, because this is a measure the president likes to track, the announcement sent the stock market nosediving this afternoon, a signal that at least the markets and the broader economy are not pleased to hear that the president is postponing these talks.
And you can watch the vice presidential debate tomorrow here on KPIX 5. We have a special lineup for you. KPIX 5 News at 5 o'clock, followed by the CBS Evening News. The debate will start at 6. We have a special edition of KPIX 5 News from 10 to 11:30.